music compilation.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Portsmouth Abbey, where the Salve Regina University Seahawks are getting set to take on the Golden Bears of Western New England in a big Commonwealth Coast Conference men's hockey matchup. Hello again, and welcome. I am Andrew Pizzelli, bringing you the call. I'll be joined by Ryan Costa shortly, but for now, we're going to step aside. It is senior day here at the Abbey. The Seahawks have two seniors to honor, Nick Holt and Eric Lippa, and we're going to step aside and let you listen into the ceremony and public address announcer, Alex Marcinkiewicz.
We honor your 2019-2020 senior class. Please join us in honoring these two very special players. This senior duo has been an essential part of the success of the Salve Regina ice hockey program over the last 4 seasons. They have instituted a team-first ideology and have laid a strong foundation for the future of the Salve Regina ice hockey program. Their accomplishments include winning back-to-back conference polls, a 2018 Skidmore Holiday Tournament, the 2016 CCC League Championship, a 2017 NCAA National Championship runner-up, the 2019 Awards All-Tournament team, and they have set the record as the all-time winningest Seahawks hockey team in the history of the program. First, a senior transfer forward is number 6, Salve Regina. Seahawks hockey team. His coach described him as the hardest working, toughest, and most disciplined hockey player ever wear a Salve Regina uniform. Eric has also been honored with CCC All Scholastic Honors during his career and holds a GPA of 3.7. This player has a great interaction with his work, positive attitude, and ability to overcome obstacles. Please give another applause for Salve Regina. Second, a defenseman, and our team captain, number 4, Nick Holt. He is described as the ultimate mentor by many of his underclassmen teammates. This coaching staff will miss Nick dearly as he has come to the rink with a smile on his face and a desire to succeed from the last 4 seasons. His ability to persevere through injuries in his career is the ultimate statement of his character. Nick was awarded with his first collegiate goal this season on a beautiful breakaway, and he'll be etched in history as one of the greatest examples of hard work and aspiration to overcome adversity in life. Another successful student, Nick holds a 3.4 GPA and has big plans in business after his graduation this spring. Please give a round of applause for Nick Holt. The coaching staff would like to thank these 2 special student athletes for their contribution to our program and teaching their underclassmen and fellow peers how hard work and discipline is always the direct line to success in academics, athletics, and life. Please give one last round of applause for this year's 2020 Seahawks senior class. Now, for tonight's starting lineups. First, for the visitor, what's your name? Forward, number 14, Corey Kennedy. Forward, number 3, the Black. Forward, Missouri. Number 4, John O'Brien. Fire forward. And goal number 1, 5, 30. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the starting lineup for your
Welcome back, everybody. Andy Pizzelli, joined now by Ryan Costa to talk about this matchup after we just watched the senior ceremonies for Nick Holt and Eric Lipper. We'll talk more about them as the game goes on. But, Ryan, the Seahawks 13-10-1, 9-7-1 in the CCC. They know where they'll be on Wednesday. That is here against Nichols. The Golden Bears 3-19-2, 1-15-1. They know where they'll be as well, and that is at home watching. So what do you expect between these two teams here today in this matchup?
Well, you know, Western New England's got nothing to lose today. They're going to come out and they're going to fight hard. And, you know, for the Seahawks, it should be a day of celebration, especially for the two seniors. They've clinched the home playoff game on Wednesday, as you mentioned. So a little bit of a stress reliever headed into this game, but still, you can't lose focus. You still have to focus on this game and make sure you go into Wednesday with plenty of momentum ready to go.
Seahawks will turn again to Tony Ream, 5-2-1 on the season, 20 saves last night against Wentworth. In the game that clinched the playoff spot for Salve Regina, he'll be opposed by Kyle Carducci, the senior from Rocky Hill, Connecticut. And away we go. Lippa loses it at center ice, and it comes right to Nick Holt. Snaps it to Frankie Sullivan. He'll throw it on the goal, and Carducci there to paddle it into the corner. Lippa giving chase along with George Sennett. Here comes Lippa with a backhand shot. Save made by Carducci. Rebound kicks into the corner, and Sennett retrieves and snaps up to the point. Holt on the goal with a tip by Lippa, and it's saved by Carducci. The two seniors very active on that first shift.
Yeah, they're leading the charge on that shift. They're getting pucks to the net quickly. They really want to test out that senior goaltender today and force him to make some saves, as he did to open up the game.
Carducci on the year, 3-14-1. He's made 697 saves, a .898 save percentage, 413 goals against average. 21st start of the year for him. Renda from the blue line. That one's blocked. Dillon swipes at it, gloved ahead by Fraudy, and carried into the left wing corner. Tied up with Renda, now behind the net. Matt Dillon trying to rake it so the Seahawks can gain control. Good work here by the Golden Bears to keep this puck alive in the corner left side. Carangelo cutting in. Fraudy nudges it into the right wing corner. Dillon fell down. Golden Bears will keep it alive. Touched behind by Connor Leach. Free in the left wing corner for Udall. Up ahead, Philbrick. Got a bit of a piece of that one, so no icing. Lindquist to the far side. Golden Bears trying to clear. Cross ice pass deflected, batted down. And this is going to be called a high stick here on Tyler Carangelo.
A couple physical hits in deep in the Seahawks zone at the beginning of that shift. It looks like the Golden Bears want to come out and play physical early on here.
This one, centering pass, knocked away, loose in the slot, far shot! That one went wide. Ream didn't see that, off the stick of John Danello. Caden Kraus over the line left side. Carries into the right wing corner, out high to Marino. Left side, hopping off the stick of Spencer Stanley. Aruzioni hands off to Kraus with a drive, save made by Carducci.
Yeah, Marino was on the doorstep on that one, looking for a redirect.
Golden Bears with it through center. Numbers here, 4-on-2 break if they hurry. Puck left in the left wing circle. And Dylan Carabia will stash it back out to center. Golden Bears throw it back in, but Spencer Stanley all alone waiting for it for the Seahawks. Good to see him back in the lineup. The Seahawks have had a number of injuries. Came at the worst possible time, which was in the meat of their schedule against the iron of the conference. But getting healthy now and hoping to build some momentum into the playoffs. Layton fires it in left side. Golden Bears trying to clear this one, given away in the slot. Walensky couldn't settle it down. Puck into the left wing corner. Herka battling in deep for Salve along with Connor Layton. Mitch Walensky against the far side boards. Skates it out high, gives it across to Holt. Tipped into the zone by Layton. And a whistle is going to bring this out to center ice.
Yeah, it looks like Leighton was just trying to direct that puck in deep into the zone, but he's battling off a Golden Bear as the puck just deflected off the two sticks and right up into the short roof. So we'll have a face-off at center ice.
Seahawks, as I said, topped Wentworth last night 5-2. It snapped a 4-game losing streak. They trailed 2-1 in the game before scoring 4 unanswered. This one sneaks off the end boards under the pads of Carducci, and he's able to keep it out.
Well, that's what happens when you just wrist shots towards the net. Sometimes the bounce can go in your favor, and in this case, it forces Carducci to hold on, and the Seahawks get an attacking zone face-off.
Golden Bears last played on Thursday. They lost to Nichols. They've lost 12 in a row. They're 0-15-1 in their last 16. Carducci was a bright spot in that game against Nichols, made 41 saves. Blad, right side to Nolan Sweep. Sweep pinned to the boards. Puck wedged free. Lippa cross slice now to Frankie Sullivan. He'll scoop it into the zone and will come to the bench for a change. Sullivan seeing action tonight at forward. He's seen kind of equal time now at forward and defense. Left side sweep with a drive. That one goes wide. Golden Bears keep it alive at the point. Fluttered into the corner. Grabbed by Lippa. Lippa angles it off the boards. Here comes Udall down the middle. Will carry it out high. Wanted to send it across, and now a breakaway chance for Andrew Green. On the goal. Fakes, shoots, and it's stopped by Ream.
As play begins with Udall just trying to feed Carangelo at the blue line, trying to hit him as he's cutting into the zone for a quick shot, but it just deflects out to center ice. And next thing you know, Andrew Green is one-on-one with Ream. Ream did not bite the pump fake, stayed with the puck, and got the pad on it to hold on for a big breakaway save.
Golden Bears win the draw, puck in behind the cage. Renda trying to pull it away from Connor Leach. Kraus angling his man into the corner. That's Green, who just had the breakaway. Settles it down left side, trying to snap it into the slot. Looking for Anthony Frati. Instead, the Seahawks will break back the other way. Aruzioni pulls out at the right point, holding it at the blue line. Wristed on the goal, blocked down in front, and the Golden Bears fling it back down the ice. No icing on the deflection. Carabia quickly around the boards, up for Aruzioni. Carries over the line right side, drop-off pass. Marino with a shot that goes high and wide. Racing in is Stanley, gives it right back to Marino in the left circle. Puck against the boards near side, bouncing into the slot. Kraus can't keep it in the zone, and then he gets upended at center ice. Marino will track backwards now. Spencer Stanley back for Marino. Swung forward, intercepted by the Golden Bears. Turning with it and gaining the line is Luciano Bucci. Playing it into the slot. Bucci gets it back with a backhand shot. Save made by Ream, and he dives out to cover it up.
A little bit of a deceptive backhand there by Bucci as he's skating from right to left. I thought Ream was looking to make the save on his blocker side, but the backhand ends up going low on the glove side as Ream's able to sprawl out, get the pad, and then dive on the puck to force the face-off.
Attacking zone draw here for Western New England, and they win it. Bucci softly in behind the net, puck in the left wing corner. Seahawks with possession. Walensky stick handling his way through center, saucers it right side, shot on the goal, well wide. Herka left side trying to send it on the net, and again now here comes a chance. This is Danilo off to the races, and then he gets laid out in the face-off circle. Clean hit there from the senior, Nick Holt. Shot right side, save made. Holt with a backhand shot, save made by Carducci. Delayed penalty, Holt with a drive, and it's saved by Carducci.
And the seniors are making their presence known here today. Starts with Nick Holt in his own zone, one-on-one. He just upends a man. And that's coming off their first shift of the game where they really got 2 or 3 shots within the first 30 seconds. Quite a big buzz coming from the seniors to start things off as the Seahawks will go up a man as it is John O'Brien headed to the box for the Golden Bears.
14:08 to go in the first. Seahawks with their first power play. Eruzione left side, snaps it to Carabia. Eruzione out high. He had 2 assists last night, helping the Seahawks come back to win. Eruzione in the right corner now, up top to Sullivan. Carabia, his blast deflected up and out of play. Seahawks on the year, 19% on the power play, 22 of 115. Golden Bears, meanwhile, 70% on the kill, 81 for 115. They've given up 34 opponent power play goals. Marino will take the draw here for Salve. He'll do so against Dimitra Stefanou. Golden Bears win the draw and are able to saucer it down the ice. Ream will leave it for Carabia. Quickly up the far side. Marino along for Udall. Sprinting up the right side. Udall all the way in behind the net. Will carry into the left wing corner. Puts on the brakes. Out high to Carabia. He'll snap it on the goal. Looking for a tip. Puck loose left side. Eruzione sprints in to get it for Salve. And looking to shuffle it up top to the point. Carabia has to stick handle it. Eruzione in the circle left side. Faking. Now spins back to the outside wide. Out top Udall. Wrist on the goal. Tipped wide. Marino sprints to get it. Pin to the corner. He's able to bounce it out to the point. Sullivan. Back to Carabia. Left side Eruzione. Trying to throw it in front. Actually make this Udall. In the high slot. Up to Carabia. His drive. Tipped wide. Eruzione recovers. Left wing side. Udall. In the corner. Back to Eruzione. On a backhand, he wanted to spin it back to Carabia. Instead, it was intercepted by Green. Seahawks have to recover at neutral ice. Puck right side. Sullivan with a drive. Save made by Carducci. Golden Bears clear it as far as center. Matt Dillon weaving his way. Sprints over the line right side. Lifts it into the corner. Kraus will catch up to it. Moves it along for Lippa. In behind the net. Centering pass for Renda. With one hand, he tries to force it on the net, and the Golden Bears read it and send it all the way down. 10 seconds to go on the power play. Renda saucers it into the corner. Final seconds of the power play. Sent it in behind the net. Along for Renda. Back to even strength. And out of the box is Botaik. And the Golden Bears send it on the goal from center. Ream will hold on.
Yeah, for the Golden Bears, you have to be happy with that penalty kill. There's a lot of zone time for the Seahawks. Yeah, they got a couple shots on net, but as far as they're concerned, they're able to block or deflect the majority of those shots and limit the Seahawk opportunity on the power play.
Walensky off the deflection. Skips it ahead. Tim Sweeney can't control it over the line right side. Golden Bears lift it all the way back out to center. Taken now by West New England. Shot on the net is wide. Jockman from the right side tips it on the goal. Zweep recovers left wing side. Bohadiuk knocked down in the corner. And I think this is definitely a penalty coming here against Salve.
Yeah, it's going to be Dillon headed to the box. Whenever you see a player get hit in the numbers right along the end boards, that's going to draw the attention of the official every time.
Well, penalties is one of the areas the Seahawks have had to clean up. Second most penalty minutes in the nation, 21.5. Seahawks, though, the kill has been good. They do have, given that they've given up the second most penalty minutes, they have the 25th best combined special teams. So when you're constantly putting teams on the power play, you can still have a top 25 special teams unit overall. Your penalty kill has been strong. Green zigzagging up the left side. Jockman at the point, trying to get it back to Green in the corner. No, Holt pins him away from the puck. Seahawks can't clear. Polig right side, trying to throw it in, and it deflects off a Seahawk hanging on the bench. This faceoff will stay in the attacking zone for the Golden Bears with 11:03 to go in the first period.
It gives the Seahawks a chance to reset and change out the personnel. That was kind of a break for the Seahawks.
Corey Kennedy will take the draw here for Western New England against John McLean. Lindquist in deep. Blad along the boards. Puck muscled into the slot. Stanley finds it and angles it all the way down. Lindquist. Blad gains the line right side. Double teamed in the corner. Wrists it around the boards. Settled down by Zweep. Up top to the point. Lindquist. Wide on the right side. Straight away up top. Held now by John O'Brien. Blad to O'Brien. Left side for the one-timer. Fanned on that one. Took an odd skip off the stick of Lindquist. Seahawks will clear it. 44 seconds to go on the power play for WNE. Lindquist nearly gave that away to Eruzione. Gets the return pass now. Along for Zweep. Zweep carrying wide right side in the attacking zone. Shuffles up to the point. Lindquist surveying from straight away. Snap left side. That one thrown on the goal. Save made by Ream. Rebound skips into the corner. Zweep recovers for the Golden Bears. Sweep again. Wide right wing side. Top of the faceoff circle. Throws it well wide. Lindquist recovers out at the point. Final seconds here of the power play for the Golden Bears. Blad, his shot blocked by Holt. Back to even strength. Blad on the goal. That one skipped off of Ream and off the end glass. Zweep with the one-timer. That goes wide. O'Brien right side. Seahawks trying to get organized here defensively. Left side. Zweep trying to fire it in deep. Holt can't get to it. Tired legs here for Salve. Golden Bears want to try and keep this in. Holt looking for space. Philbrick deflects it out through center softly, and that allows the Seahawks a full line change.
Yeah, best case scenario there for the Seahawks, just to get out of the zone. And here come the Golden Bears once more.
Blad sends it wide, and it hits the end boards and ricochets up and out of play. 8:52 to go in the first.
Both teams have seen a power play thus far. Two very good kills. This time it's for the Seahawks. They're doing a great job of guarding the slot. All four players were not going to allow that puck in the prime real estate. They're going to force the Golden Bears to pass the puck along the perimeter, and it ends up working out for them.
Carangelo on the draw here defensively for Salve. Golden Bears win it. Shot from out high, that one goes wide. Recovered by Fraudy in the corner. Fraudy lost it. Udall comes away with it. Got tripped up for a moment, no call. Renda flicks it in the air, bounces it into the left wing corner. Carangelo comes crashing in. Out to center. Stolen away by Connor Leach. Trying to spin it on the backhand. Fraudy comes away with it. Into the slot. Backhand shot on the goal. Ream there to deny. Holding that left pipe. Dillon can't clear it on the backhand. Udall now takes it near side and sprints up the left side. Stick handles into the corner. Throws it towards the goal. Deflected away from Philbrick, who was camping out on the back door. Golden Bears looking to counter again with this home run pass. Fraudy trying to get it away from Renda. Backhanded towards the goal. Wide into the right wing corner. Dillon scoops it ahead for Sweeney. In stride now for Connor Layton. Layton takes it wide right side. Wanted to get it back to Sweeney. Deflected by the Golden Bears. Given away to Stanley at center. And he'll chase it back into his own zone. Walensky had to extend for that one. Sweeney, though, gobbles it up over the line right side. Trying to get it back to Walensky. Looking for the wraparound. It's not there. Carries it up the wing left side. Walensky skating straight away up top. Snaps it right side. Carabia with a drive. Blocked out in front and reaching out with the glove is Carducci to cover it up.
Yeah, it was Walensky who circled the zone and forced the Golden Bears to come after him, opening up a shot from the top by Carabia. And it takes a weird deflection through the traffic, forcing Carducci to pounce on it. .7:26 to go in the first. Still no score.
Seahawks had a flurry of chances early on from their pair of seniors. Eric Lippa and Nick Holt. Puck trapped against the near side boards. Wristed into the far side corner. Stanley. Up for Frankie Sullivan. Lifted into the zone. Behind the net. Golden Bears will get to it first. Tyler Polig. Through center now. Stefano. Over the line right side. Snaps it wide of the goal. Puck bouncing into the left wing corner. Turning with it is Danello. Holt pinning him against the glass. Bucci with a shot and Ream. Another save. 46 to go in the period. Golden Bears again drawing in the attacking zone. Liam Cristiano will take the draw here against Tyler Carangelo. And the Seahawks win it. Herka snapped it up the near side. Udall taken away by Lindquist, thrown right through the slot. Holt able to bank it out to center. Udall gets in the way of another pass. Herka now near side to Carangelo. Trying to hit it on the bank shot to Udall. Philbrick comes away with it at center. Holt will just roll it into the zone up the left side. Lindquist behind the cage for Western New England. Cristiano. Holt on the backhand. Lifts it out to center. Carangelo trying to send it in. Golden Bears were offside. Holt now touched forward by Philbrick, but no one home for Salve. Under 6 to go first period. Still no score. Blad coming down the middle. Lost the puck. Marino back to Carangelo. Just flings it into the right wing corner. Ruzioni will catch up to it. Golden Bears deflect it, and now Blad will test center once again. Along for Nolan Zweep. Trying to get it back to Blad. Puck bounces into the near side. Caden Kraus. Cross ice for Vincent Marino. Marino down the right-hand side. Will duck the shoulder. Backhand shot on the net. Save made by Carducci. Renda now at the point. Holds it for Salve. Snaps it into the middle. Ruzioni trying to turn towards the goal is upended and lost the puck. Blad passes into the middle. Seahawks converge. Zweep plays it left side. Golden Bears trying to settle it down. Zweep fans on the one-timer in the slot. And the Seahawks will clear it back out to center. Marino over the line right side in the attacking end. Drops off. Kraus walking in with a shot that goes wide. Seahawks tied up in the corner. 2 Seahawks and a Golden Bear. Meanwhile, the puck on the left side peeled off the boards by Kraus. Touched in deep. Pass in front for Kraus, and he scores!
Textbook give and go there by Kraus. He feeds a Ruzioni on the end line after circling around from the Golden Bear bench. And he gets the feed back from Ruzioni after the give and go and puts it right into the back of the net to start things off for the Seahawks.
Kraus at one point on that shift had been tied up on the far side boards in a scrum. Winds up scoring his 7th goal of the year. And it gives the Seahawks a 1-0 lead with 4:40 to go in the first period. Stanley. Connor Layton moves it back to Spencer Stanley. Walensky. Little miscommunication there, Seahawks. Have to try to clear center once again. Stanley now near side. Soft pass is intercepted. Polig deflects it out to center. John McLean knocks it away. Into the zone. Here comes Walensky. 1-on-1 to the goal. Walensky with a shot high and wide. And it bounces right back into the glove of Carducci.
Yeah, this play starts with a stick lift coming from John McLean at center ice. He wins the puck back for the Seahawks. Next thing you know, it's Walensky coming in 1-on-1 onto the net, but he just hits the back glass and the puck goes right into the glove of Carducci, who holds on for a face-off in the far circle.
Attacking zone draw for Salve. Lipa will take it for the Seahawks. And he wins it back to Sennett, but the Golden Bears converged on him and knock it free. Bucci, cross ice for Stefanu, trying to carry right on the goal. Holt with him stride for stride. Carries into the corner. Bucci, right wing side, trying to dance away from Ed Herka. Puck played into the slot, wide of Stefanu. Frankie Sullivan can't clear the blue line, thrown back wide of the goal. Herka looks around, swings it up the near side boards for Sennett. Kicked back into the zone and then knocked forward by Lipa. This one will get down, but no icing. Big hit on the near side from Sennett, and that's going to draw a penalty. Dillon touches it up. And I think Sennett is going to get called. Just shoulder to shoulder, and maybe not even that.
Yeah, definitely wasn't on the numbers, anything egregious like that. Tough call, but I guess the way the official was positioning, he felt as though the Golden Bear was in a vulnerable position and put into the boards. Tough call there against Sennett, but either way, the Golden Bears headed to the power play.
Their second of the period. 3:13 to go in the first. Puck played wide of the goal. Zweep trying to power it in behind the net. Taken away by Renda. Near side, Udall able to corral it. And then he'll wrap it around the boards. Puck hopping into the right wing corner. Danny Philbrick almost had it for a moment. Zweep now up the ice. Down the middle, dishes off to the point. Bucci back behind the net for Lindquist. He's locked up with Matt Dillon. Jockerman. Actually make this Corey Kennedy. In behind the goal, feeds it left side. John O'Brien will walk it straight away up top. Hands left side to Blad. Up to the point, Lindquist. Back to Blad. Lindquist again out high. Blad, top of the left wing circle. Wristed on the goal and right into the glove of Ream.
Well, I mentioned it after the last Seahawk power play, and you're seeing it right now. The Seahawks just forcing back and forth passing right at the blue line by the Golden Bears. They're going to have to try to take some shots from downtown.
Golden Bears keep the attacking zone draw. They'll be in the left side circle. Andrew Green wins it back to Tyler Polig. Back up top to the point. Jordan Jockerman. Left side to Green. Back up top, Jockerman. Drops it in deep left side. Fraudy. Right side to Polig. Back up top. That one nearly picked off by Kraus. He would have been off to the races. Green. Now Jockerman out high. Back to Green. His one-timer deflected up and out. 41 seconds to go on the power play for the Golden Bears.
Yeah, it was Green who was in front of the net just trying to deflect it up, and he just gets carried away with it and puts it up into the netting to slow the power play down for the Golden Bears.
John McLean will take the draw here against Green. McLean able to tie up two Golden Bears, but the puck bounces up top to the point. Held by Jockerman. Polig skates it low right side. All the way out to the right point. Jockerman swings left side for Green. Straight away up top. Like this Bucci. Back for Jockerman, and his drive goes wide. Bucci recovers the rebound all the way out at the blue line. Jockerman on the right wing side. Up top to the point. Polig will try to drive, and that one all the way through, but saved by Ream. Fraudy recovers in the corner. Final seconds of the power play. Fraudy trying to wrist it on the goal. Carabia knocks it away. Out of the box is Sennett. Lipa wanted to lift it down the ice. It's actually going to get on the goal, so Carducci will have to freeze it.
Yeah, it's best case scenario there for the Seahawks. They're going to get a free attacking zone faceoff, and they're going to be able to change out the personnel as well as we approach a 1 minute remaining in the period.
Carangelo, Philbrick, Sennett, Herka, and Holt, the lineup out there right now for Salve. And they're going to toss Connor Geshin from the draw. Cristiano will come in and take it against Carangelo. Carangelo wins it cleanly, but right between both his defensemen. Herka back for it along for Nick Holt. Quickly up the near side. Philbrick looks to accelerate, and he'll just fire it into the zone. Carducci stops it behind the cage, gives it away to Sennett, left side. Sennett behind the net, into the right wing corner, angled against the boards. Philbrick trying to dig it out, up to the point. Holt with 40 seconds. Snaps it on the goal, looking for a tip, loose in front. Carducci was down for a moment, and the Golden Bears able to grab it and skate back to center. Cristiano ducks the shoulder right side, wrists it to himself, keeps on going in behind the net. Now tangled up with Nick Holt in the left wing corner. 23 seconds, to go in the period. Puck out in front, loose. Philbrick ties up a man. Sennett will grab it, and now numbers here for Salve. 3-on-2 back the other way. Holt waiting, trying to get it to Carangelo, who fakes, can't shoot, looks to wrap it back out in front, deflected off the side of the goal with 7 seconds to go, and the Golden Bears will just scoop it back out to center, and the final seconds will tick off the clock in the period. A frantic finish to the first period, but the Seahawks will head to the locker room with a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, a pair of opportunities there in the final minute for the Seahawks, most notably that 3-on-2. They just couldn't get a shot off, as the Golden Bears were in good positioning to cut down the shooting lanes. But either way, the Seahawks go to the locker room with a lead. They got to be happy with that on senior day, as they will try to build on that lead after the intermission.
We will take a break while they tend to the ice. You're watching Commonwealth Coast Conference men's hockey action on the Salve Athletics Network. We'll be back. Welcome back to the Abbey. Andrew Pizzelli alongside Ryan Costa bringing you the call. Salve Regina leading 1-0 here over Western New England. Senior Day, final game of the regular season. This is the only game on the slate here today on Sunday afternoon. And then the CCC will head to the postseason. Seahawks already locked in to the number 4 spot. Playing today for their seniors and to try and build momentum heading into that postseason matchup. Western New England just trying to close their season strong. They will not be qualifying for the tournament. Well, it's a prideful group, and they're hanging with the Seahawks right now, just 1-0. Nick Holt. Lippa, now Sullivan, can't handle it at center. Puck ping-ponging around, and Lippa moves it forward. O'Brien back with it. Polig, and tipped into the zone now by the Golden Bears. Blad chasing after it, knocks Herka into the boards. That one deflected out in front, but no one home for Western New England. Here comes Lippa, over the line wide right side. Lippa trying to shield the puck. Sends it cross ice. Holt was not going to get there in time, so he gets back defensively. Blad now over the line. 2-on-1 for Western New England. Wrist shot. Save made by Ream. Rebound shot fired wide. Dillon jumping in front of that one to deny.
Yeah, Seahawks have to take a sigh of relief there. They almost got beat on that 2-on-1.
Udall down the right-hand side. Lost it. Blad tips it to Zweep. He'll snap it wide of the goal from center. Philbrick can't handle it. Green drops it on back for the Golden Bears to handle. Lindquist touched forward by Frotty. Ream leaves it for Renda. Matt Dillon. Renda in the near side corner. Swings it up to Danny Philbrick. Backhand scoop out through center. Given right back to the Golden Bears. And entered into the zone right back. Matt Dillon angled up the near side. Aruzioni puts on the brakes at the blue line. Snaps it down low. Udall trying to get it back to Aruzioni. Dancing down the middle. Has his shot blocked. Recovers it out at the blue line. And then just zips it off the boards in behind the net. Centering pass for Stanley, and he sends it high.
Yeah, Stanley saw the space that he had on the glove side. Tried to beat him there, but he just roofs it over the post.
Stanley off the deflection all the way back now from the Seahawks zone. Finds Caden Kraus, who has the lone goal so far. Kraus stops out wide, along for Dylan Carabia. He fans on the one-timer. Frotty with it for Western New England. Tipped in stride now. Connor Leach will reach it in the left wing circle. Leach shoved against the boards by Carabia. Carabia gives it away to Frotty. Out in front, Green with a shot that went wide. Leach back behind the net for Green in the right wing corner. Passes into the slot. Far shot! Save made by Ream. One-timer goes wide from Danello. Seahawks trying to clear. Marino sprints up the right side, trying to angle his way towards the net. Lost the puck. It rolls right towards the cage anyways and deflects it into the corner. Layton trying to get it back to Aruzioni. Carries through the slot, is upended. Seahawk bench looking for a trip, none coming. Back comes Frotty for Western New England. Andrew Green up the left side. Puck loose in the slot, scooped out to center. Walensky grabs for Salve. Has an angle left side. Walensky ducks the shoulder with speed. Out in front, what a shot! And it deflects off a Golden Bear helmet and wide of the net.
Yeah, Walensky got Carducci to bite, but he just couldn't roof it to the top of the net.
And now a penalty coming as Layton leveled Anthony Frotty. Big hit on the far side. Seahawks are going to go back to the penalty kill. Interference, the call.
Yeah, tough break for the Seahawks. They had a lot of momentum. Just going back to that Walensky shot. He got Carducci to bite on the pump fake. Tried to go high. He ends up launching it off a Golden Bear mask, and for a second there, it looked like it could have gone off the mask and in.
Power play for Western New England. Lindquist against the far side boards, straight away up top to O'Brien. O'Brien wide right side, his shots fought off by Ream. Dillon trying to deflect the puck down, and Lipa cleans it up and sends it all the way in on the Golden Bear goal. Blad will start the rush through center, carrying away down the middle. Blad with a shot, and that dribbles wide. He'll chase in after it into the right wing corner. Tied up with Renda. Renda comes away with it. Could be a 3-on-2 break here for Salve. Renda with speed. Leaves it left side from McLean, and he's offside.
Yeah, it could have been a Ruzioni coming on Udall on the near side. I think he was expecting that zone entry to be a little bit quicker for the Seahawks, but some miscommunication draws them off sides.
Kraus, Aruzioni, Carabia, and Stanley, the penalty killers for Salve. Neutral zone draw outside the Golden Bear zone. They win it. And we'll look to restart the rush from in deep. Jordan Jockerman banks it to Polig, and that pass will not clear the Golden Bear zone. Polig will start again, pressured by Kraus. In deep, he turns it over. Aruzioni back to Kraus. Kraus angling in front, trying to get it across. They score! Caden Kraus banks in his second, and the Seahawks score shorthanded.
Yeah, what a move there by Kraus. Hard-working penalty killing in deep along the end boards. He wins the puck himself, has to circle around a couple of times to find the space, and the finish is banked in off of Corey Kennedy and finds its way into the back of the net. A shorthanded goal for the Seahawks to extend the lead to 2.
Still a power play here for Western New England. 47 seconds left. Zweep looks to glove it down in the slot. Knocked down by Carabia. Here comes Tim Sweeney shorthanded. Sweeney one-on-one down the middle. His wrist shot blocked by Lindquist. Lindquist now behind the cage. 28 seconds left on the rush. Slowly through center. Lindquist picking his way in the high slot, sends it right side. Blad along the boards, plays it in deep, turned over to Spencer Stanley. Udall gets it across to Sweeney. Sweeney down the middle, looking to throw it towards the cage. That deflects wide. Zweep looking to catch the Seahawks in the midst of a change. Up the right side. Power play time is up. Seahawks wanted to scoop it ahead on the home run pass. Taken now by Dillon. Left along now for Sullivan, left side, trying to snap it back in front. Lipa trying to jam it past Carducci. Puck still loose, and finally, there's a whistle.
Yeah, it was Lipa who's just trying to deflect it with his backhand through the legs of Carducci, but he's able to go from right to left and seal up the 5-hole to keep the puck in front of him.
Lipa on the draw here with John Danello. And lifted high and into the roof by Eric Zeker. Low roof here at the Abbey.
Yeah, that gives the Seahawks another chance with the attacking zone faceoff.
Lipa will take it. And getting tossed is Danello. Bohadiuk will take it. Sennett came away with it and then wristed it wide of Herka. Back now from the Salve zone. Lipa looking around. Wanted to hand off to Holt. Knifed away from him. Lipa trying to muscle it up the right-hand side. Able to tip it into the zone. Giving right back to John Danello. Turning away in the corner, gives it away out high to George Sennett. Another turnover. Here comes Lipa trying to get it back to Sennett out of his reach. Sprinting up the far side now is Danello. Into the attacking end, Danello. Little duck move on Herka. He pokes it away into the corner. Golden Bears keep it alive at the point. Carrying down the right side, Jockerman tied to the boards with Lipa. Clock rolling with 13-14 to go in the second. Seahawks leading 2-0. Caden Kraus with 2 goals, an even strength and a shorthanded goal. Frankie Sullivan near side tips it into the zone. tied up in his skates, and he keeps on going. Sullivan to the net, lost it. Carangelo out high, got pulled away from the puck by Zeker. Here comes Danello back the other way for Western New England. He flutters it into the corner. Herka trying to get to it, recovered by Western New England in behind the cage. Udall comes away with a loose puck. He'll sprint out through center, sends it cross ice. Lucky the Seahawks didn't get called for too many men there as they were in the midst of a change, and that puck coming towards their bench. Tipped in by the Golden Bears, and this is going to be icing. Head coach Greg Heffernan for the Golden Bears does not agree with that call, just shaking his head.
Yeah, I think he has a case there too. It looked as though it was tipped into the zone by the Golden Bears.
Golden Bears have 6 guys out there right now.
Yeah, they have to replace one because of the icing, not allowed to make the change.
Coming off is Liam Cristiano. Renda turns out high, tried to play it in deep. Sent down the ice again by the Golden Bears, and this will be icing for a second time. Same 5 will stay out there for Western New England. O'Brien, Polig, Lindquist, Geshin, and Chris Mayone.
Yeah, so that was big right there. They have to keep those same guys out there. We'll see if the Seahawks can win the face-off and try to keep those tired legs out there.
Udall in the high slot, moves it left side to Matt Dillon. Back up top to Udall. Spins it on the backhand to Renda. Snaps it towards the cage. It flutters high and wide. In behind the net, Seahawks battling to try and dig it out. Carangelo in the corner left side. O'Brien takes it away, and he'll look to skate out through center. Puck deflects to Renda. Quickly back up. McLean trying to enter it into the zone. Geshin tips it up the right side. Gaon, and offsides is Liam Cristiano. But at least the Golden Bears here will get to make a change. 11:55 to go in the second. Senior day today here at the Abbey. Seahawks have 2 seniors, Nick Holt and Eric Lippa. Holt, 4-year player here at Salve. Lippa transferred in after a stint at Oswego State. And the term that the Seahawks use with this senior duo is quality over quantity. 2 of the most respected and hardworking members of the team. And just 2 great guys on and off the ice. Puck in the middle here. Shot rolled on the cage. Backhand shot saved by Ream. Another backhand denied. Ream down on all 4s with 2 big stops.
Yeah, the second one was the most impressive. I think he reached back with the glove to keep it in front of him.
Puck deflected behind the net. Marino trying to turn. Now Kraus again, who has the hot hand. Shot saved by Carducci. And with the net off its moorings, we'll get a stop.
Yeah, Kraus is looking for the hat trick because that was a hard shot in on Carducci. And a tough break for the Seahawks as the net came off its moorings. They looked like they were coming and attacking with some pressure.
Attacking zone draw for Salve. Layton will take it. Puck chipped off the near side glass, past Holt. Frotty sprinting after it with Herka, and this will be icing again against Western New England. .11:04 to go in the second. Layton will draw once again against Andrew Green. Seahawks win it. Holt at the point. Snaps it around the boards. Layton lets it go by. Sweeney has to race into the left side. Gets it away. Walensky finds it in the skates. Out at the point. Spinning off the boards. Walensky carrying right into the slot. Has it knifed away from behind. Holt, shoulder to shoulder, knocks down Anthony Frotty to slow up the rush. Forcing Green just to dump it in. Walensky. Quick through center. Back the other way. Walensky down the middle. Has it poked free. Lindquist Looks to saucer it up ahead. Herka there to knock it away from Corey Kennedy. Sweeney drifts it into the zone. Seahawks will change up their lines. Golden Bears wanted to catch the Seahawks in that change. Kennedy just has to tip it in instead of carrying it. Midpoint here of the second. Seahawks led 1-0 coming into this period. Caden Kraus made it a 2-goal lead. Renda trying to get it across to Frankie Sullivan. He can't settle it on the backhand. Lippa against the far side boards. Wanted to fire it into the slot. Back come the Golden Bears the other way. Blad carrying towards the goal with a shot. Fought off by Ream. And the rebound chance was sent wide. Sennett can't get around Zweep. Behind the net, Jordan Jockerman. Back at center, Matt Dillon. Across to Frankie Sullivan. Lost it at the blue line. Blad walks it over the line right side. Hands off to Kennedy. He swings it in behind the net. All alone, Nolan Zweep will find it. Throw it into the slot. Picked off by the Seahawks. And here comes Eric Udall with speed. Galloping up the right side. Udall into the slot. Trying to go right through Jockerman, who stands him up and knocks the puck away. Golden Bears trying to clear. They angle it off the near side boards. Giving away to Carabia. He sends it cross ice where Philbrick can't clear it into the zone. Zweep. Danello up the right side. Turns at the point. Hands off. Polig in the slot of the shot. That one didn't miss by much. Turned over. Carabia back for Udall. Udall through center. Up the right side. Faked the drop-off pass. Pulls up in the corner. Kraus couldn't handle the pass. Keeps it alive out high. Kraus dancing. Carabia's one-timer. Tipped on the goal. Carducci down. Kraus with a shot that's blocked. And he'll track it down in the corner near side. Philbrick snaps it towards the goal. Deflects into the corner. Udall trying to poke it away from Polig. Does. Pin to the boards in deep. Kraus battling into the right wing corner. Locked up with Tyler Polig. Danello looking to skate it out. Tripped up by Kraus. Polig now right side. Point pass picked off. Aruzioni off to the races. Numbers here for the Seahawks. Aruzioni to Kraus. Settles it into skates with a shot and a save made by Carducci. Still down. Aruzioni trying to sneak it through in the net off its moorings. That was a 3-on-0 break for the Seahawks, and they come up empty.
Yeah, you almost wonder if they wish it was just a one-on-one headed towards the net. You don't see 3-on-0 very often, and that just gives you a lot of options. You kind of overthink it sometimes, and that's might have what happened there for the Seahawks as they come away from a golden opportunity empty-handed.
I don't even know if you even practice that.
Yeah, I was just about to say that either.
How often do you see that? So how often would you even practice that?
2-on-0 maybe, but 3-on-0 is just so rare.
That'd just be cruel to a goaltender in practice. Aruzioni now. Sprints down the middle. Across for Marino. He tried to center it back for Aruzioni. Holt at the point right side. He'll walk it in. On the backhand, Aruzioni back across for Marino. Carducci sprawling all over the place. Makes another save.
Yeah, it was quite the tape-to-tape pass to try to find Marino, but he just couldn't handle it.
O'Brien. Here comes Bucci. Sprints right side, top of the circle. Scales it off the glass, in behind the net. Holt. Aruzioni looking around, trying to dig this free. Paddles it to Holt. Puck will get back to center. Marino wanted to get it to Aruzioni. Kraus backpedals with it, hands off to Herka. 6:43 and counting to go in the second. Seahawks with the 2-0 lead. Both goals credit to Caden Kraus. And he'll fire it into the zone. Seahawks are offside. They have to jump back and make a change. Here comes a 3-on-1 break. Layton, right side with a shot. That one maybe hit the pipe and went wide. Dillon out high to Renda. He snaps it on the goal. Saved by Carducci. Rebound thrown wide and into the corner.
Gotta tip your hat to Carducci. He's really keeping the Golden Bears in this game, in this period especially.
Dillon down the left side. Leaves it for Layton. Into the slot. Sweeney settles it. Throws it on the net. Saved by Carducci, and he kicks it into the right wing corner. Sweeney again in the circle left side. Forced in behind the cage. Stapled to the boards. Battling there with Doninger. Puck knocked free. Bouncing down the ice. No icing here. Renda with it for Salve. Now Matt Dillon. Dillon sprints ahead. Carries left side. Drops off to the trailer. Layton with a wrist shot. Fought off by Carducci. Puck loose in the slot. Backhand shot. Saved by Carducci. Dillon out high to Renda. Left side sent it. Trying to softly chip it to Lippa. Lippa able to recover. Carries into the corner left side. Locked up and battling with Connor Geshin. Lippa into the slot. Hands off to Walensky. He has it poked away. Sullivan actually make this Stanley at the blue line. Keeps it alive. Sennett sprinting in left side. Cutting in behind the net. Tripped up behind the cage. Seahawks stunned that there's no call. Puck loose in the slot. And Blad will just backhand it out into space. Seahawks want to keep the pressure on here and keep the Golden Bears from changing. Sullivan now down the middle. His wrister into the glove of Carducci, who has been a vacuum cleaner here in this second period.
Absolutely. The Seahawks have been putting together a couple of quality shifts back to back to back, and it's almost kind of getting the feeling that it was a power play for the Seahawks, the way that they kept the puck in the zone, and all the Golden Bears could do is just clear it down the length of the ice.
4:50 to go in the second. Anthony Frati just over the blue line, sends it right side off the skates of Green. He keeps it alive, drifts it towards the goal. Ream is down, can't find the puck. Players falling everywhere. Ream just sprawls out to cover up every angle. All sorts of commotion in front, and we get a whistle.
Players still tied up.
This was like a game of Twister now, trying to get untangled.
Yeah, the referees let that go for quite a while. I mean, the puck wasn't loose, but the official must have a great pair of eyes seeing that puck through all the bodies. Pretty much all 10 skaters on the ice converged in the crease on that one, and the puck was still loose.
All hands and legs on the blue dot. 4:35 to go in the second. 2-0 Salve Regina. Could be more if not for Kyle Carducci, who has been a monster here in this period. Get to the official numbers here in a second. "21 saves so far for Carducci. And what the stat doesn't tell you is the degree of difficulty. Jockerman sprints behind the cage, chased by McLean. Drops it back off behind the net. Golden Bears trying to clear their own zone here. Udall sprints to it. Frati knocks it away from him. Green now up the right-hand side. Tried to drop it off to Frati. McLean battling with him. Frati in the slot. Shot blocked and then thrown wide. Connor Leach missing high. Herka turns it over in the corner. Green has it caught up in his skates. Carangelo now can't corral it against the near side boards. Jockerman for Western New England feeds it forward, and Leach is offside. With 3:50 to go in the second. Final game of the regular season for both squads. Only game in action here today for the Commonwealth Coast Conference. Well, that allows all eyes to be on this one, including CCC Commissioner Greg Kay out there watching. Renda up the right-hand side with a shot, and it's held by Carducci. Attacking zone draw for Salve, leading 2-0. 25-16 is the shot advantage for the Seahawks. Both teams have been empty on the power play. Eruzione with a drive, that's blocked. Able to touch it back to Matt Dillon, right wing circle. Dillon puts on the brakes in behind the net, off to the side of the cage. Dillon squares it up, fires it wide. That one fought off by Carducci, actually. Walensky to the point. Dillon Quickly back in behind the net. Aruzioni, left for Marino. Trying to center it. Kraus looking for the hat trick. And it's saved by Carducci.
Yeah, that line has been something else today. 77-6, 96-8. Marino, Aruzioni, and Kraus. Aruzioni and Kraus teamed up earlier with the give-and-go goal. Kraus with the shorthanded goal earlier, and they've had a plethora of opportunities since then, including this one right here, as Kraus got the one-timer in the slot. But just another great save by Carducci. He's certainly been acting like an acrobat in between the pipes in this second period.
.3:11 to go in the period. Golden Bears win the draw. Look to snap it around the boards and out. This one touched by Dillon, so there will be no icing here. Racing back for it is Renda as we tick under 3 to go in the second. Sweeney to Walensky. Gathers over the line. Walensky angling his way right towards the goal, trying to tuck it home. Is it in? No sign from the official, and I think Carducci has that one again.
He saved that with his toe as Walensky came in. He dragged it to the right side of the net and just tried to tuck it. But man, Carducci just saved it on the red paint with his toe, keeping it in front of him and forcing the face-off.
The CCC leader in saves, putting on a show here in this one. Golden Bears win the draw. Trying to wrap it around the boards and out. Sweeney there to deflect it. This one tipped back down the ice by the Golden Bears, and this will not be icing. They were going to initially call it, and then they waved it off. Here comes Walensky back with speed. Blew a tire in the face-off circle. Couldn't get it away to Sweeney. Layton finishes a check right in front of his bench. Walensky now back for Salve. 2:18 to go as Walensky circles through center. Sennett up the near side. Connor Layton looking to carry into the zone. Poked away from behind, and now poked away and taken by Bohagen. And Ream comes out aggressively to challenge and wins that draw. Sullivan sends it wide of Stanley. Sennett out high to Lippa. Sends it into the right wing corner. Bouncing for Frankie Sullivan, who sends it on the goal. Saved by Carducci on a crazy angle. Spencer Stanley carries it himself over the line. Will chase it into the corner. Stanley pinned to the boards. Out high, Carabia with a drive. Save made by Carducci. Cristiano on the near side. And we have a whistle here.
No signal on what the call is.
I mean, the puck was in the zone. I guess there could have been offsides. If there's a little delayed stop and start there at the blue line, and no penalties coming, so 1:18 to go in the second period. Seahawks leading 2-0. Zweep in the slot, hands off to the point. Left side, Corey Kennedy. Snaps it all the way across to Jockman. His drive, that one wide of the net. Deflects in behind the cage. Holt comes away with it and can't connect with Danny Philbrick. This will be icing here against the Seahawks with 58 seconds to go in the period. Attacking zone draw here for the Golden Bears. And jumping in to win it is Philbrick. Gets away to John McLean. McLean will carry wide right side. McLean all the way in behind the cage, looking to circle out left side. McLean straight away up top now. Lets the wrist shot fly. Bouncing towards the goal. Backhand shot score. Danny Philbrick tips it home past Carducci. And the Seahawks take a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, that was quite the Seahawk bounce. That's what happens when you just get the puck on net. It'll bounce your way. Eventually, it does right there as Philbrick was set up to screen Carducci, and he just finds it hanging right around the blue paint. He backhands it home to find the back of the net, and the Seahawks get yet another goal right before they head to the locker room.
Wide open for Philbrick, but the way Carducci's been playing, he might have had the go-go gadget legs there to stop that one.
Yeah, you got to feel bad for Carducci on that one. Nothing he could do after the period that he's had.
Here comes Ruzioni. Pulls up right side, wanted to get it across to Kraus. Picked off by Frati instead, and he'll have a chance to break. Frati right in on the goal with a shot, and it goes wide. Fought off with the glove by Ream. 10 seconds to go in the period. Frati able to peel it away from Holt. Stick handling in the corner with 6 seconds. Holt trying to upend him in the corner, knocks him down. Final seconds will tick off the clock, and that'll do it. For the second, the Seahawks tack on 2 more. Caden Kraus with his second, and then Danny Philbrick at the end there. And the Seahawks will lead 3-0 as we make the turn for home. 2 periods in the books. They'll head to the locker room while they tend to the ice, and we'll step aside as well. You're watching Commonwealth Coast Conference action on the Salve Athletics Network. We'll be back. Welcome back to the Abbey. Start of the third period. Salve Regina leading 3-0 here over Western New England. Senior day for Salve. Final game of the regular season for the CCC. The only game on the slate. Thank you for finding us here this afternoon. The Seahawks headed to the postseason. They'll be back here on Wednesday, trying to build some momentum. They had a tough, gritty win last night up in Boston to solidify their playoff standing. And today just trying to play well and stay healthy, heading into their postseason matchup on Wednesday, and well on their way. Ada Pizzelli here alongside Ryan Costa bringing you the call. Golden Bears were hanging around because of the efforts of Kyle Carducci, but the Seahawks were able to squeak out 2 more goals in that second period. Zweep can't handle a cross-ice pass here. Herka up to Eric Lippa. George Sennett recovers it on the near side. Lippa trying to get it back to Sennett. Lippa with the interception, flutters it in front, tipped wide by Sennett. Polig has it poked away for a moment, and now just floats it into the zone. Nick Holt will wait behind the cage. Carangelo tips it ahead, given right back to the Golden Bears, and then given away to Eric Udall. Out of the point, Carangelo in the slot with a wrister that went high. Backhand shot out in front somehow. That one got towards the goal from the corner. Udall with a big check. Carangelo comes away with the puck. John McLean can't hold it in at the blue line, and now trying to get back defensively. Dillon couldn't poke it away. Cross ice, it's peeled off the boards. Held out high by Fraudy. He sends one wide left side. Golden Bears keep it alive. Hopped out to the point. McLean breaks that up, but the Golden Bears keep it alive. Green trying to turn away from Dillon left side. Both teams scrambling against the far side boards. Green. Fraudy has it poked away from behind. Golden Bears skip it around in behind the cage. Both teams will make some changes here early on in the third period. Marino all alone over the line right side. Reinforcements come now. Here comes Kraus with 2 goals. Backhands it wide into the left wing corner. Ruzioni swings it up to Spencer Stanley. He lets it fly, and it's saved by Carducci. Centering pass from Ruzioni. Blocked in front. And Bucci looks to skate free. Scales it off the glass. Danello cross ice. Gobbled up by the Golden Bears. Carabia just sends his man into the corner. That's Mayone. 17.5 to go in the third. Seahawks with a 31-17 shot advantage. This one tipped in front, loose out in front. Kraus just jumping over Carducci. Couldn't get that one to go. It was behind the Golden Bears netminder. Kraus again behind the net, trying to send it in front for Ruzioni, and it goes wide. Kraus again battling right side, trying to get it to Ruzioni. Picked off by the Golden Bears. Danello chips it for Bucci, picked off by Carabia. Spencer Stanley quickly up the near side. Marino has it deflect to Kennedy, and he flicks it high in the air. Fielding that one like a punt is Ream. And the Seahawks will hold on for a draw.
Man, he almost had the infield fly rule on that last drive in on Ream as he gloves it down. But how about that pairing of Kraus and Ruzioni today? Mentioned them earlier, but got to mention it again after a pair of opportunities on that last shift.
Kraus having a big game. Ruzioni had 2 assists last night. Here comes Connor Layton. He was active in that second period. His shot deflects off of Carducci. Sweeney nearly able to put the rebound back in. Walensky dancing near side. Has it poked off his stick by Blad. Herka now across the ice for Nick Holt. Ruzioni nominated again this year for the Joe Concannon Award. It's given to the best American-born hockey player in New England. Perennially, he has been in the mix for that award. He's the nephew of famed Mike Ruzioni. Seahawks played in Lake Placid 2 years ago for the national championship. Got to visit with that Miracle team. 40th anniversary of the Miracle on Ice was yesterday. Crazy thing about that game, Ryan, most people don't know. The game happened, and the viewing audience didn't know until later on that night. That game was viewed on tape delay. So unless you were there in person or got a phone call from someone who played or was there, you did not know if the Americans beat the Russians.
Couldn't Google the score either, that's for sure.
No, Google was not a thing. Couldn't even ask Jeeves who won that one. Renda gets it back to Holt. Lippa walks it over the blue line right side. Stick handling, chips it along. Frankie Sullivan will track it down in the corner with one hand, pushes it up to the point. Renda snaps it on the goal. That's wide. Ricochets back out in front and kicked into the corner. Mayone trying to fire it out instead. Lippa against the boards in deep, doing work. Gets it away to Frankie Sullivan. Renda, wide right side, snaps it on the net. Save made by Carducci. Puck loose in the slot and gathered by the Golden Bears. Big hit on the near side. Cristiano keeps on going. His wrist shot blocked by Renda. 15-12 to go in the third. This one played out in front. Backhand shot thrown wide of the net. Tied up in front was Geshin. He was the best one who had a chance there to put that into the open space. Here comes Udall ducking the shoulder. Drifts all the way around into the left wing circle. Out to the point. Matt Dillon carries in down the boards. Dillon right to the goal. Tipped in front. Wrist shot from the right side. Fanned on by Carangelo. Third chance. He hits the pipe.
Yeah, that's got to be frustrating for Carangelo. First time a golden opportunity with an open net, and the puck just goes on edge for him. He fans on it, gets the puck right back, and then rips it off the bar.
Leach with a wrister, tipped down in front, ricocheting in behind the net. Cristiano carrying into the corner. Leach up to Zeker. Looking to go to the point. Reading that one was Udall. He would have been off to the races. Instead, the Golden Bears just toss it in deep once again. Renda waiting behind the net. Looking to set up the rush. Renda tipped ahead by Carabia. Given right back to Polig. Deflected by Aruzioni. Chipped in stride. Here's Marino with a shot, and that one goes high.
Way to be aggressive for Aruzioni in the attacking zone. He bats the puck down, creates that opportunity one-on-one for Marino. And unfortunately, he just gets under the puck a little bit too much and sends it up into the netting.
$13:55 to go in the third. Attacking zone draw for Salve. Caden Kraus. Delay here on the draw. Maybe the refs are enjoying the music. Aruzioni keeps this one in the zone, trying to center it. Deflected in towards the goal and then grabbed by the Golden Bears. Grabbed down at center by Zweep. He'll gain the line right side. All alone, he'll chase it down in the corner, battling with Spencer Stanley. Kraus leading a 3-on-2 across to Aruzioni. Back to Kraus in front, and he couldn't get it to the forehand. On looking for the hat trick. Ream out of his net, plays it behind the cage to Spencer Stanley. Chips it up ahead, Aruzioni, who has had some fantastic passes here in this one. Carabia behind the net, Aruzioni setting it up for Marino, and he scores! Right on cue. What a find from Aruzioni.
Aruzioni's just going to take the puck right around the net. Snaps a tape-to-tape pass to Marino. And just a powerful wrist shot off of the quick release. That gives Carducci no chance as he puts it just under the crossbar, wraps it in the net, and the Seahawks have a 4-0 lead.
Nick Holt navigating his way near side. Will carry over the line. Holt trying to make a move towards the net. Holt keeps on going, throws it across the crease, and it's batted off the back of the goal. And the Golden Bears frantically try to clear. Walensky off the turnover, throws it out high, and snatching it with the glove is Carducci. Seahawks have been so active here in this one. Layton's going to get tossed from the draw here. 12:41 to go in the third. Seahawks with the 4-0 lead. Holt, Sweeney. Sweeney will try again. He'll carry it himself into the right wing corner. Looking around. Softly plays it in behind the net. Walensky trying to wrist it in front. Sweeney side of the net. Throws it on the cage. Carducci makes the stop. Puck is still loose. Lindquist wanting to clear. Near side, Bucci. Cross ice pass deflected, but still taken by Eric Zeker. Over the line left side. He's tied up by Nick Holt. And here comes Walensky. An odd number break here for Salve. Walensky, toe drag, trying to get it on the cage, and Carducci pokes it away. Sennett sprints up the right side. Lippa racing in. Pokes the puck into the corner. Sennett battling against Zeker. Matt Dillon now at center for Salve across Nick Holt. Actually make this Philbrick, who snaps it on the net. Saved by Carducci. Lippa recovers in behind the net. Right side, Sennett surveying. Zips it on the cage. Save made. Carducci was down. Sennett now plays it up the boards. We have a whistle and a penalty. And I think they might be calling Philbrick for interference in front. And away from the puck. And it's a checking call on Philbrick, locked up in front. And I think Danny's pleading the case. Listen, if you're going to call me, call it on both guys.
Yeah, it just looked like a typical battle up front, just a battle for positioning. Strange call by the official, but he just wants to get this game under control and limit that physical contact up front, I suppose.
11:13 to go in the period. This one snapped on the goal, blocked in front, and the Seahawks will carry it out of the zone. John McLean, who has seen most of his time here tonight on the penalty kill. McLean snaps it all the way back to Matt Dillon, and Dillon will just backtrack and kill time. Renda, Udall, couldn't connect with McLean. Seahawks will take just dumping it down though. 1:26 to go on the power play here for Western New England. Zweep up the left side. His point pass off the mark. Lindquist has to recover at center. Picked off by Aruzioni. All alone on Carducci with a shot. Aruzioni with a second chance, and he scores! Danny Aruzioni scores to make it 5-0.
What a day for Aruzioni, picking up his third point, at least his fourth point on the day with the shorthanded goal. And that's big for the Seahawks. 2 shorthanded goals on the day lifts them to a 5-0 lead.
Their 8th and 9th shorthanded goals of the season. Power play still for Western New England. 1 minute to go. And here come the Seahawks again. Walensky in the slot. Wanted to drop it off to the point. And if that had been a power play, there would have been somebody there. Instead, here comes Green the other way and lost it in the slot. And Carabia sends the loose puck off the near side boards. Hard enough to get it all the way back to the Golden Bear zone. 33 seconds to go on the power play for Western New England. And this will be icing here against the Golden Bears. .9:41 to go in the third. With a little break here, I want to give our congratulations to Zach Klon and his wife, Jules, welcoming their second child earlier this week. Newest member of the Seahawk hockey team, Noah Klon, joining his sister Grayson. So our congratulations to the Klon clan.
Wonder how long it's going to be until Noah has a hockey stick in his hand.
Probably already has. Here comes Caden Krause across to Frankie Sullivan. His point pass off the mark. Here comes what could be an odd man break for the Golden Bears. Green, right side. Darts in wide, carries left side, all the way around the cage, trying to center it. It deflects out to center, out of Frankie Sullivan's reach. Zeker for the Golden Bears has it deflected back into the zone. Holt, first man there for Salve, swings it along to Renda. And Renda lost it. Bucci tied up with Renda. Puck floated back in deep once again. Off of the side of the net with an off-angle shot. That one missed. Renda looks around, comes to get it in the corner. Four-man scrum in the right wing corner. Bucci paddles it free, and it hops up onto the apron of the goal. Knocked out in front. Holt will grab it for Salve. Renda will gain the line right side. Will chip it into the corner. Philbrick with one hand, knifes it along for Eric Lippa. Lippa trying to carry into the slot. Out high. Has it on the backhand. Lippa trying to cut his way towards the net. Lost it. Philbrick has it blocked off his stick. Renda at the point. Snap to Dillon. Dillon can't turn around his man. That's Cristiano he couldn't get around. Renda will backtrack with 7:52 and counting to go in the third period. Salve leading 5-0 here on Senior Day over Western New England. Carangelo around Zweep. Over the blue line, Carangelo still stick handling. Left for McLean, backhanded into the slot. Udall back to McLean in behind the net. Udall turning behind the cage. Dillon, Carabia, his drive blocked. Stepping in front of that was Cristiano. Sent left side now. Kennedy trying to get it on the goal and into the glove of Ream. 7:11 to go in the third. $5-0 Seahawk lead. Caden Krause got things started. A goal in the first, shorthanded in the second. Danny Philbrick tipped one home, and then here in the third period, Vincent Marino and Aruzioni, another shorthanded goal for Salve. Spencer Stanley trying to lay it across. Zweep has to play it back to his defense. Polig picked off by Walensky. Stanley swung across now to Carabia. Walensky in stride, over the line right side, looking to snap it on the net. That's blocked in the skates. Follow-up chance on the goal, and Carducci down to freeze it. And action in behind the net. Leighton and Sweeney tied up with two men. And if you're Salve, no need for any funny business. You have a game here on Wednesday. The Golden Bears, they're going fishing, so don't need to get involved in anything crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. That training room's going to be busy, as it's the quickest turnaround of the year. They're used to playing back-to-back on the weekends, and then you get another week off. Instead, they play back-to-back this weekend and then go right at it Wednesday night. For Salve, you know, you're up 5 goals with 6.5 left. You don't want to do anything crazy. You got to prioritize health and getting back into form on Wednesday.
Marino couldn't handle that one in his skates on the nice feed from Krause. Danello has it go past him. Seahawks scoop it out to center. Aruzioni tips it along for Krause with 2 already. Krause trying to spin it on the backhand for Marino. Sent towards the cage again, and Carducci racing out, couldn't freeze it. Knifed away from him, Sullivan at the point with a second chance, and that one fought off by Carducci. Holt for Kraus, his shot blocked. Eruzione has it hop out of his reach. Kraus up the right-hand side, Eruzione back to Kraus, waiting, faking, shooting, and it's somehow saved with a stick by Carducci. Are you kidding?
Unbelievable. Kraus could have 4 or 5 goals this afternoon if it wasn't for Carducci.
Frati with the drive, saved by Ream. I mean, that time Kraus displayed great patience. He got Carducci to bite and then had him.
Yeah,
had to feed it on the open net, and somehow Carducci got the stick out there.
Yeah, Carducci has done that multiple times today. Just because he gets beat the first time does not mean he's out. He's going to be getting his body in front of the puck like he just showed you there.
Lippa snaps it on the goal. That's blocked. No, for Carducci, it's his senior night in a sense as well. It's his final game. They had their final home game of the season earlier this week. Last game of Carducci's career, and he's certainly putting plenty of highlight saves on the tape. Lippa with a drive, and it's into the glove of Carducci.
Yeah, it's important to know he's certainly coming out, making this final game one of his best. I mean, you know, the box score, it's going to show five goals for the Seahawks, but that's going to be misleading. Carducci's played excellent today and really allowed the Golden Bears to hang around.
4:52 to go in the third. Golden Bears with it up the left side. Cristiano carries into the right wing corner. Now up the near side. Scoops the backhand into the corner. Bucci tied up with John McLean. Puck knocked away from him there. Udall finds it between the skates along for Carangelo. Stick handling his way up the right side. Lost it in the circle. Udall trying to tip it back in deep. McLean deflects it up to the point. Dillon waiting, snaps it on the goal. Tipped by Carangelo and wide. Udall in behind the cage. Now Carangelo. Cristiano for Western New England through center. Green. Left side, Cristiano. His shot high and wide. It rolls along the boards out to the near side. Dillon sprints ahead with numbers. Up the right-hand side. Trying to play it on the backhand, in towards the net, deflects out wide to Vincenzo Renda. Renda at the point, trying to throw it into the slot to Sweeney. McLean can't get to it left side. Sweeney with the turnover, cross-ice pass, deflects out to center. 3:24 to go. Renda back to Dillon. Here comes Sweeney across. Connor Layton to the net. Faking, shooting, and it's saved by Carducci.
Yeah, Layton tried to make Carducci bite as he went to the backhand, tried to pull it back to the forehand, but Carducci stayed with him the entire way, keeping his positioning and keeping in front of that one.
Blad out high, has it poked free. Loose on the far side. Seahawks move it out to center. Here comes Mitch Walensky with speed. Up the right-hand side. His drive high and ricocheting around the boards. Back out to center.
Reams to the bench. Looks like the Seahawks are going to get a man advantage.
Delayed penalty comes with 2:32 to go.
It's going to be a high sticking call. And it's going to come against Dominic Blad.
2.5 to go. Wanted to check the stats on Carducci. With his effort today, he's definitely moved into 7th in the nation in saves. And he's made 42 already. And I'm sure we'll face a couple more here in the closing minutes. Here's Caden Kraus. Puts on the brakes, wide right side, up top to the point. Renda lost it, and Dylan falls down. A breakaway here for Green. Snaps it on the goal and wide. Seahawks did a good job getting back there defensively. Here comes Kraus with under 2 minutes to go. Skates it into the corner right side, puts on the brakes. All the way out to the point. Dylan, time and space, fakes the one-timer. Left side, George Sennett. Back to Matt Dillon. He'll snap it on the goal now. Backhand shot will go high. Seahawks trying to set up Lippa in front. Stanley out to the point. Dillon again waiting. Snaps it on the goal. That's wide. Renda will walk it down into the corner. Ships it left side. Sennett recovers. Out to the point. Dillon has it knifed away from him, and Green once again sprinting for it, but Ream quickly out of his net, able to knock it away. Renda will carry up the left side into the attacking end. Now accelerates towards the goal. Instead goes behind the net. Moves it out to the point. Carabia waiting as we get the 1 minute announcement from Alex Marcinkiewicz. Carabia. Right side. Renda with a shot. It's saved by Carducci.
Yeah, and Renda's going to have to pick up his glove after that one. As he stuck with it, he received the puck at the point and just snapped the shot on net to force the whistle with 53 left on the clock.
21 seconds left on a power play here for Salve. Attacking zone draw. Carabia holding it out high across to Eruzione. Carabia's drive saved by Carducci. Sullivan wide right side. 36 seconds to go. Penalty about to expire. Marino tipped it back out in front. Eruzione backhands it in with 29 seconds to go. A cherry on top for Danny Eruzione.
Yeah, Seahawks started with the backhand off the pad of Carducci and cleaning it up with a backhand of his own is Eruzione. And as you mentioned, a cherry on top. What a day for Eruzione and Kraus. That's a great pairing headed into the playoffs for the Seahawks. Keep an eye on them for Wednesday night.
You just stole the words out of my mouth, Ryan. I was going to say the Seahawks maybe have found something here with this pairing of Eruzione, Kraus, and Marino. Can't argue with the results the last two nights. And that's big for them. They needed to get healthy, and they needed to kind of find their stride these last two games. If the Seahawks can be sharp, there's no team in the conference that wants to face them. It'll be the 4 seed, but in years past, they've been the ones on top of the conference, and we're looking at other teams as the dark horses. This time, the Seahawks, even though they probably still have a target on their back because of the last 2 years, could be the dark horse in the CCC tournament.
Yeah, absolutely. I think they're going to be overlooked just a little bit just because of the year that University of New England and Endicott have had. You know, they're going to be the top guns of the conference. Meanwhile, you still have Curry, Salve, and Nichols. All three of those teams could do it. I mean, Nichols did it 2 years ago. What was that, the 4th or 5th seed,
They were the 5th seed, won 3 games all on the road, upset Salve here in this building. They won the conference, kind of felt like a hollow championship in a way because they lost to Salve in the NCAAs. But the regular season comes to a close. The Seahawks with a dominant win here today. 6-0 is the final. Salve Regina ends their season 14-10-1, 10-7-1 in conference play. The Golden Bears fall to 3-20-2, 1-16-1, but have to tip your cap if you're Salve, to Kyle Carducci, his final game in his hockey career, and he put on a show in net for the Golden Bears. His whole team gathered around him right now. And you cannot say enough about the effort of Carducci. A monster game for him.
Yeah, what a way to go out. He's certainly going to remember this one as his final game. It's just tough. Unfortunate bounces to start things off for Carducci as we see both teams with the handshake at center ice. And if you're the Seahawks, you got to be feeling good about senior day, a 5-0 victory, and you go out on top with Ream with a shutout headed into playoffs on Wednesday night.
Nick Holt and Eric Lippa, the Seahawks seniors, honored before the game, and they'll have another game here at home on Wednesday, 7 o'clock start against Nichols College. The Seahawks and the Bison perennially have met in the postseason. They have done some epic battles, and that one is sure to be a battle as well. Thank you for joining and listening with us here today. Special thanks to our staff and production crew. Grace Murphy providing photography for today's game along with George Corrigan. Logan Marsh has been your producer. Chris Ryan helping to provide live statistics, and always a special thanks to you, Ryan, for joining. Color commentary and camera duties here this afternoon. The Seahawks salute their home fans. A good one here today. The Seahawks win in style. Coming up next, the playoffs here on Wednesday. Today, the Seahawks 6-0 over Western New England. I am Andy Pizzelli. Have a good night, everyone.